All right. Welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your WWE Smackdown, October 14th, 2022 review featuring the return of Bray Wyatt. I bet a lot of you are left confused, befuddled. There's a word for you. Befuddled at the ending of SmackDown tonight. You're not alone. But I think I can give you some clarity on what you just saw. Because a lot of people were very turned... Well, I won't say they were turned off, but put off. That's the right word for it. After Bray Wyatt started pouring his heart out, cutting his soul open, telling the audience how much he appreciates them. It almost didn't feel like a Bray Wyatt promo. It felt more like a Wyndham Rotunda promo. It was more like he just spoke out of character. And he told the fans, thank you. Thank you so much for believing in me. There were times where I didn't want to live because I lost so many people. People closest to me. I didn't want to wrestle. I didn't want to do anything. Very emotional promo. And trust me, I think this was real. I think that part of the promo, everything he said to us, was real. He meant every word he said. To make that return, the return he made at Extreme Rules last Saturday, that better be real. Because that return, and I will continue to say it, that was one of the greatest returns in WWE history. It's up there. It's in my top 10 at least. Everything about the return, from the singing to the appearance of the Wyatt Six, we'll talk about them as well. And then, of course, Bray Wyatt walking out and getting a monster pop. Legendary return. But following that emotional promo, we got a vignette from the Devil's Mask. And he basically said, just to paraphrase, and we'll talk more about what he said. If you thought what you saw was something, you ain't seen nothing yet. And the show goes to black. What does that mean? What ninth circle of hell awaits us? See, ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw, in my opinion, is the beginning of a split personality. And I love it. See, the Bray Wyatt you got in the ring was the good side. Was the Dr. Jekyll, if you will. He was the one that truly does care, who truly does love us. But then on the other side of that coin, the dark reflection, the devil, the Mr. Hyde. Imagine what he's like. I want you to imagine the complete opposite of what you saw in that ring. Someone who loved everybody, who was emotional, who was compassionate, who showed you who he was, who showed you his heart, who cut himself open. Now imagine the dark reflection of that. If that's the Bray Wyatt we're getting, this is going to be one hell of a run. We'll go into more details about that. Trust me, we have a lot to talk about. We'll open up with that. Yes, we'll open up with that. We'll also do the SmackDown review, but there's something else I want to get to really quickly. And no, it's not the Rampage show. Rampage was taped, as I been said. When Rampage is taped, I'm not talking about it. I feel like AEW Rampage should not be taped. So more than likely, you already saw it. Just to give my quick thoughts on it, it was a fine show. Didn't really hate it. Enjoyed FTR, Shawn Spears, Perfect 10 Shawn Spears. Of course, Maria Kanellis and the Kingdom made their appearance. I'm assuming that's a one-off match. I don't think they're signed. Last I checked, they're not. They're just there to wrestle FTR, to give them something to do in the interim before we give them their AEW Tag Team Championship match, of course. But yeah, for the most part, it was a fine show. Didn't hate it. Not really going to go back and watch it again, though. Just saying. I do want to talk about something that most of you don't really know about, but it was sent to me on Twitter. And it made my stomach turn. Right here in Houston, Texas, there is a independent show. I don't know what it's called, but on this show, there were two wrestlers, Chris Carter and Brick Savage. Now, what I'm about to show you might be hard to watch, but I feel like we need to talk about this. So let's just see what I'm here to talk about.
Chris Carter keeps getting powerbombed, dog.
Jesus Christ Almighty! Can someone say CTE? So I apologize for the sound, by the way, but I do think you get the point. Like,
Chris Carter keeps getting powerbombed, dog.
Bro. Okay, so how do I put this? One thing I preach a lot when it comes to wrestling and when it comes to making people believe what you're doing is make it feel like what I'm watching is real. I always appreciate the wrestlers that go out of their way to go that extra mile, to take the harder bumps, to be open to taking the harder hits, to sell the feud, to make us think that what we're watching is real, right? So I don't want to be that dude or be a hypocrite when I say this. I love strong style. I love when New Japan Pro Wrestling is able to do all this hard-hitting stuff, but do it within realm of reason. You get me? What you just saw was just dangerous. This is how you give men concussions. This is what you do if you want people to never work with you again. That series of power bombs was just uncomfortable to watch. It was irresponsible. It was unprofessional. And quite frankly, I'm going to be real with you. You just took advantage of someone. You might as well have just said he assaulted him. You took liberties with your coworker who put their body in your hands, who trusts you to not do what you just did. I cannot imagine what would have happened to this dude, the guy that did these power bombs, if he was in WWE. Oh, he wouldn't have been the next day. This is just, it really does make you go, man, has the indie circuit really just, it's just a bad look. It's just horrible. And it bothers me mostly because it's in Houston. This is my hometown. I don't know what the condition is of the guy taking the power bombs, but like, look at this. Look at his head bounce off the mat. No protection. Look, his head bounced off the mat 3 times. And as you can imagine, people were not happy about it. It's yeah. I just thought it looked careless. It looked careless. Again, I have to be careful because I am someone, and people are going to call me a hypocrite. Fine. Call me a hypocrite. Do what you got to do. I know I am someone that comes up here and talks about strong style, making it look as real as possible. But motherfucker, don't go and giving these guys concussions over it. Look at this, man. Look at how many times his head hits the mat. I think it's careless. I think that type of stuff is not cool. And I think these wrestlers should be held accountable for it. Period. End of story. Disgusted. Really am. Say what you want. Call me a hypocrite. I don't care. I'm called a hypocrite every day of my life. You know, whether it's because my opinions changed or whether it's because I let certain things go with AEW that I don't let go with WWE. And you know what? If that's what y'all had to do, go for it. I am speaking from my heart. That was disgusting. End of story. So let's get to this. I just wanted to get that out the way. Let's pay these bills. Get right to the Smackdown review. But of course, we have a sponsorship, so let's get to that. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. While you're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership today. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate after the fact. You can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, and give me a follow on TikTok. For I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast. To get your thoughts played live on the air, email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Get you an old school The Last Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alyx World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie. America, the remix t-shirt made by It's J Dox and Firestar Heart. All of this down below in the description box. And today's sponsor is The Ridge. If you're tired of your wallets wearing thin, these boring, out of touch, Vince McMahon leather wallets, and you want something that's long-lasting, a metal wallet, a metal phone case, then you want to hear from The Ridge. Let's get a quick word from our sponsor, and then of course we'll get to some shoutouts. Today's video is sponsored by The Ridge. Are you tired of traditional leather wallets wearing out? Are your phone cases cracking way faster than they should? Perhaps you're a minimalist and are searching for something more small profile. Well, The Ridge is here to help. The Ridge offers metal-plated wallets and phone cases that will last you a long time. Quality materials come in aluminum, titanium, and carbon fiber, making it hard to damage and long-lasting. Its slim design allows you to carry it anywhere, even in the smallest of situations. Each variant has a strap or clip to fasten your money, as well as an expandable card holder that holds between 1 to 10 cards, including credit cards and IDs. Today, if you click our link and use the coupon code RAWCognizance, you can get 10% off your first purchase. That's ridge.com/rawcognizance and the coupon code RAWCognizance in all caps. Stop carrying worn down bulky wallets and flimsy phone cases. Get complete control of your belongings today by contacting The Ridge. All right. Thank y'all for joining me. I am looking at 140 people live. Like to see it. I love to see it. Thank y'all for, of course, making me a part of your day. Please show some love to the moderators. Ultra, Shawn 97 Firestar Heart, Alyx, Demian, Godzilla, Hawk, and of course, J-Nox. J-Nox is also in the building. They all help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. And then, of course, we gotta talk about them YouTube members. I see, is that the Hood Team? The Hood Team in the building. Gotta show some love to the YouTube members. And of course, to all the people who are indeed liking the video. So let me get this out the way really quickly. It is very important that you guys like the video. Why? Because the more you like the video, the more opportunities I will have to be recommended here on YouTube. Also, if you like the video, it actually helps the viewers grow up. As you guys have seen, the more likes I get, the higher the viewership. This one already has like 73 likes, right? 74 likes, excuse me. And it's hovering around 140, 130. So, let's see what happens when you push it to 100. Push them likes to 100 and see how many viewers I get. We're going to continue to test this out, because I'm very curious to know what y'all got to say. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get to the shoutouts here. I'm just going to start from the top and go straight to the bottom. Hello to the following people. We got Hades, Big MGM, Daquan Davis, JoJo, We also got Khalil does everything. Everything. Yo, Khalil, can you tell us who the Wyatt Six is? I've been thinking about it. Is the Wyatt Six personalities of Bray Wyatt? Are there 6 members, actual members of the Wyatt Six? Or is it just a mirage and it really isn't leading to anything? Because if you can tell me that, you can definitely know and tell me everything. We really appreciate that one. Chris Clown Fire says, Bray Wyatt got me emotional. I think he had a lot of people emotional. Anthony Wyatt, Joey Mama Redondo, Jamarcus Williams, King Burbs, Zero the Hero, Nithrax, it's Steve Callan. We also got Joseph Winters, FBG Duck, Blackstar 15. I think I saw. Okay. Let me scroll down a little bit more to get the rest of these people. FemFanBot made that excellent intro of mine, the anime intro. He put a lot of love and a lot of time into that, and I appreciate him for doing so. So please check him out. He has a YouTube channel. He would really appreciate that too. Jonathan Haley, Paid Enthusiast, Orlando Sabio, Leo Lamel. I think I see Dial F for Film. Let's do a couple more. JJ Bulldog, John Beal II. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. Jordan, Galam, and soon to be. But last but not least, let's give it to Bryson Mixtape. Alright, if I don't say your name, it's not because I hate you. We got a lot to get to, and we see a lot of people in here. This is gonna be a great edition of my show. And just to say this right now to the people asking me, no! Eva Marie ain't coming back. Fuck that noise. Fuck that noise. Okay, I thought I was getting scared for a minute. I thought my stream stopped working. Anytime he does that, it means my stream stopped working. But no, everything's good. No Eva Marie. Y'all cut that out. That's not funny. It ain't funny, Dag Nabbit. It ain't funny. Okay? It ain't funny. You know it ain't funny if you gotta talk about your money. Hey, that's an obscure reference. I want to know who can catch that one. You know it ain't funny if you gotta talk about your money. Come on, that one. Someone went, oh crap, where did that come from? When do y'all know? Alright, I'm pausing super chats. And let's move on to the Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. So, we're going to start things off with Bray Wyatt because a lot of people are just begging for answers. Alyx, tell us, what the hell did we just see? I saw Bray Wyatt come out to the ring, and then all of a sudden, a vignette of the Devil Mask came on, and then blank. What? That's the return of Bray Wyatt? Really? What is that all about? I know, you can't comprehend what is happening, right? Well, before we can even begin, we have to talk about what we saw. So we're going to start from the very beginning, his entrance, to his promo, to the vignette, and I'm going to break it down for you. And perhaps maybe I can give you some clarity. So, it's the end of the show. The Fireflies are out. The Fireflies are the people's phones. You know how it is. His entrance music hits, and it's new music. It's new music. I don't really know if it's a rendition of the Broken Out of Love theme. I think it's a new theme altogether. He most likely chose it himself. But he comes out with the lantern. Bray Wyatt is such an excellent performer, man. Even his entrances are phenomenal. But he comes out, gets in the microphone, and says he is incredibly grateful and nervous to be here. And this is a version of him that he's never got to introduce before. Just him being him. Genuine for the first time. So now, we're already in the mindset of, okay, well, this isn't a character. because he told us it's not. This is Wyndham. This is not Bray Wyatt. This is Wyndham. And then he starts talking about what he's gone through the past year. He says in the past year, he's lost a lot of things. His career, his self-confidence, two people who were very close to him, and he lost his way. He got to a point where he thought his career was meaningless. It didn't matter to anyone. But he was wrong. Once he was done feeling sorry for himself, he went out into the world again. And people would thank him and ask him when he was coming home. Every once in a while, he met someone truly remarkable. And they would come to him and thank him because they were in a time of need. And they went through what he was going through. They went through depression. They went through a very dark state of their lives. And he was reminded that he wasn't alone. And in this weakened state, they found his words and wanted to thank him for saving their life. This is the part, I can assume this is the part of the promo where people were getting emotional. As someone who deals with mental health, who is a mental health advocate at the very least, it really does mean a lot hearing these stories, because y'all don't understand that sometimes when you are down on your luck, all it takes is for one person to go, "You mean something. You matter to me. You might not think you do, but you matter to me." He continues. He could sit here right now and look at us all in the eyes and say, we were there when he was weak and vulnerable and downtrodden, and thanks us for saving his life. See, this is the part where I start to get a little misty-eyed, because I'm thinking this man literally admitted on TV that he was suicidal. Well, not saying he's still not, but there was a point in his life where he didn't want to be here no more. Like that, guys, do you not understand how powerful that is for him to say that? That makes the return last Saturday that much more impactful. For him to get that reaction, one of the greatest returns ever in WWE history, well deserved, man. Man. Sometimes we just underappreciate these wrestlers for what they do, what they go through. This life as a performer is not easy. It is both mentally, physically, emotionally draining. Damaging in some places to some people. So for him to make that return and get that reaction, I genuinely believe he means everything he says here. He thanks us for saving his life. Every time he tried to run away and hide, we found him. Okay. At this point, the lights go out. And then we see Bray with the mask appear on the screen. And his words were intentionally distorted. We wasn't supposed to understand what he was saying, but I was able to pick out some things here and there. So, it's distorted. It's doing the whole, Bray Wyatt family static horror film vibe thing. And then I was able to pick up forget the past. Forget the future. You don't know what you're dealing with, but you will. And then Wyatt family logo comes on. And there you go. Fade to black. So what the hell happened there? What you just saw was the beginning, I'm assuming, of a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde personality, dual personality gimmick. And if anybody can make that work, it's him. I saw someone in the live chat bring this up, and I do want to bring it to you guys too. We're all assuming the Wyatt Six is a stable, and it still could be. I'm still on the fence about it, but I would be really, really happy if Bray Wyatt did another stable. That could involve a Dolph Ziggler, a Ciampa, a Liv Morgan, and Eric Rowan, T-Bar, a freaking Dijakovic. I was going to be like, what the hell is his name? Donovan Dijak. Him. People who need it. And Alexa Bliss, of course. But what if it's not a stable, but it's Bray Wyatt with 6 different personalities? I thought about that too. What if he had 6 personalities and we got 2 of them? We saw the human side. And then we saw the devil side. Maybe one of them is the Eater of Worlds Bray Wyatt. That's Wyatt family Bray Wyatt. What if another one is Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt? And then, of course, the Fiend Bray Wyatt. I just gave you Devil Bray Wyatt, Wyndham, Firefly Funhouse, of course, Wyatt family Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. I guess that leaves us 2, right? What are the other 2 personalities? Well, no, because it's 6. Wyatt 6, so 1 more personality. What's that last one? Sister Abigail? I'm just very curious. Very curious to know where this goes. I'm cool either way, with it being split personalities or an actual stable. Who knows? But I will say this. What you just saw was the beginning of a split personality gimmick. So, I want you to take the Bray Wyatt you saw inside the ring. Someone who's kind, who's compassionate, who's loving, who's giving, who was able to pour his heart out to the audience and tell the audience, I love each and every single one of you. Flip that character on his head. That's the devil Bray Wyatt. The dark reflection of him. What kind of evil circle of hell awaits us? What 9th circle of hell are we about to enter into? I'm very curious to know where this leads. Because I do think what we saw today was just a taste of what Bray Wyatt can give us. I loved it. For real, I 1000% love what they did tonight. There hasn't been a lot of times with WWE where I've been looking forward to what they're going to do next. Because a lot of times, and I just want to get this out there, for the last few years, everything has just been week to week with them. I haven't been really looking forward to anything with WWE. I just kind of watch it because it's my job to watch wrestling, you know, and it gets views on my channel. But when it comes to WWE, I just never really had that feeling of, okay, I have to watch week to week. I didn't have that for a while. We finally have that again. Because of what Bray Wyatt did, now I'm like, okay, shit. Now I gotta wait a goddamn week. I have to wait another week. And I love that feeling. Like, how does it feel? Talk to me, fans. How does it feel to finally be able to go, God damn it, I have to wait till next week? You know? Like, we have legitimate cliffhangers now. He'll just give you a taste. He'll give you a little bit. All right, now wait for next week. I don't even think we get that with AEW anymore. We don't have cliffhangers with AEW. We used to, not anymore. WWE is like, we'll give you a taste. We know that you're here for Bray Wyatt. That's okay. We'll give you a little bit tonight. Then we'll give you more next week. Maybe on Raw. Maybe on SmackDown. I love it. I love it. And see, you wonder why the ticket sales have gone up. You wonder why WWE is completely just killing the market. Just a little note for all of you. Royal Rumble is literally almost sold out. Literally almost sold out. Matter of fact, come with me to Twitter. We're going to look up WrestleTix. I'm going to show you how WWE is doing well. How well WWE is doing in the ticket sales. Because some of y'all, when I tell y'all they're killing it, y'all just think, oh, I mean, duh. Like, no, you don't understand how fucking well they're killing this. So, Royal Rumble isn't until, because it's October, so November, December, it's 3 months away. But look at this. It is literally almost sold out. It's only set up for 32,000, by the way, which I think is crazy. You could easily do 50,000 in the Alamo Dome. They could do 50,000 if they wanted. Matter of fact, they might have to go ahead and just open up more seats because that's going to go tomorrow. That's going tomorrow. Look at these. Look at these ticket sales. Incredible. It's almost sold out. Look at that resale. They are killing the ticket market. And you love to see it, man. You love to see it. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. I feel like because the storytelling element is back in WWE, now fans have a reason to want to go to these shows. WWE's killing it. And I'm loving every single second of it. So give me your thoughts about Bray Wyatt. How did y'all feel about that promo? Where's your head? Where do you sit on this promo? The storytelling. Also, really quickly, I just saw this news. I don't know if it's legitimate or not, but I do want to talk about it really quickly. Reports are out that Cody Rhodes might be returning sooner than Rumble. So we were all expecting him to be back by Royal Rumble. More than likely we'll win it. Just saying that right now. Probably should be Bray Wyatt, but Cody will probably win it. I'm seeing reports that he's ahead of schedule, and he actually might return and be ready to wrestle on day one. That is the first Sunday. No, not the first Sunday. The first Saturday, excuse me. The first Saturday in January. No, actually, it is the first Sunday. I lied. I had it right the first time. So January 1st, Cody Rhodes might be back. I don't see a problem with that. I think that's basically what we all should have expected. Cody is obsessed with, doing things better than everyone else. He's an overachiever. So it would make a lot of sense for him to be back on January 1st. Regardless, doesn't really matter if he's back on January 1st or January 31st. The 31st or the 1st, he's winning the Rumble, more than likely. So, give me your thoughts about that. Just wanted to put that one out there. Let's talk about SmackDown. Because despite Bray Wyatt, which is going to be the hot topic that people are talking about, like, what was that? This show was great. Awesome, even. There wasn't a single filler aspect about this. If I had to be completely blunt with you, perhaps the weakest part of this show might have been Braun Strowman and Omos, and we'll talk about them later, but I kind of want to go in order here. Thought the crowd was great. New Orleans was hot throughout the entire show. I love that we kicked things off with vehicular manslaughter. Okay, attempted vehicular manslaughter. We opened things up with Karrion Kross literally bloodied up and beaten and battered because he just got out of a car wreck, him and Scarlett. And we're all like, the fuck? They're checking on him. He's stumbling. He could barely walk. And we're thinking to ourselves, like, what the hell happened to him? Here comes Drew McIntyre, whooping that ass. Drew McIntyre ran his truck into freaking Karrion Kross's car and tried to kill him. Vehicular manslaughter. And because he survived, he proceeds to beat his ass. Okay, well that's definitely a way to open the show. Hey, I'm just saying, that's something we used to get back in the day. Vehicular manslaughter. Imagine all those times Stone Cold Steve Austin tried to kill people with his truck. I'm just saying. I mean, Austin himself got hit by a car. Y'all wanted the Attitude Era back. Well, here you go. Vehicular manslaughter has returned. I loved it. It's a clear sign that we're going to continue Drew McIntyre and Karrion Kross. Simple as that. Sami Zayn defeats Kofi Kingston with the help of Jey Uso. So, as you guys know, Jey Uso, the hothead of the bloodline, is having issues with Sami Zayn. Because everyone seems to like Sami. Jimmy, Solo, Roman, and Paul. Everyone seems to like Sami except for Jey. And Jay's telling everybody, don't trust Sami Zayn. Do not trust this son of a bitch. You don't know what he's going to do. But everyone loves Sami. And then, before his match with Kofi Kingston, the tribal chief calls Jey Uso and says, you better make sure Sami wins this time. You fucked up on Monday. Make up for it tonight. So, Sami and Kofi had a pretty solid match. It was kind of botchy. There were a couple of spots in there that were ugh. But ultimately, ending was nice. So Kofi had Sami Zayn beat in a roll-up, but then Jey Uso rolls in and kicks Kofi, allowing Sami to roll him up for the pinfall. Victory roll pin. 1, 2, 3. So Sami Zayn wins, and Jey Uso helped him. Baby steps. Baby steps. Not really, because they go backstage, and then Jey Uso's like, where's my credit, bitch? You won because of me. Give me credit. Oos. Sami's like, you didn't do shit. I did that all by myself. And Jay's like, what? Solo, tell him. Solo's like, I didn't see shit. He did it by himself. So Jay gon' remain mad. I love this. Great storyline. Man, that pop's gonna be massive when Sami Zayn does turn babyface. Him and Kevin Owens turning babyface. Mwah! Phenomenal. Phenomenal. You know what's also phenomenal? Storytelling. Rey Mysterio is apparently talking to Triple H, so are we just gonna say Triple H is now the boss on screen and off screen? Okay, I'm cool with that. Triple H is now the boss on screen and off screen. So Rey goes to Triple H's office and he basically says, look man, I can't beat my son's ass. I know I should have done it when he was a child. I should have got the belt out. But guess what? Sorry. You know, I'm a terrible father. I'm not even his poppy anyway. Sorry. But he's like, look, I'm not going to hit my son. It's not going to happen. So, I know eventually, with the way things are going, I will have no choice but to fight him. And to avoid all that, I'm just going to do us all a favor and just quit. He literally told Triple H that he would rather quit than hit his son. And Triple H was like, my man, just punch the fucker. He didn't say that. He, told Rey, I understand you're a father. I know what that's like. So that's about we talk. So he brings Rey to the room, and that's the last time we see him before the main event. Which we'll talk about in a second, because I thought the main event was great. Braun Strowman is taking on some jobbers in a handicap match. What are their names? Brian Thomas and James Maverick. Woo! Braun Strowman beats their asses. And then we see Omos appear. And I go, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Okay, look. I'll be real with you. Am I intrigued about a match between Braun Strowman and Big Omos? Giant Omos. Yes, I am intrigued. But I'm also disgusted because it involves Braun Strowman and Omos. I'm going to keep saying it. Omos ain't it. He hasn't had one good match yet. He's not good. I don't give a shit how much we like Braun Strowman. He ain't a miracle worker. He ain't gonna make this work. So you wanna do giant versus giant, cool. But think about what we're really doing here. We're doing green versus halfway decent. I'm gonna say that again. Green versus halfway decent. And halfway decent can't carry green to a good match. So the idea of it is intriguing. But I do not expect these two to have a good match. I actually expect it to be goddamn horrible. And in case you guys are wondering, okay, How good was Big Show versus Great Khali? Okay. How good was Undertaker versus Giant Gonzalez? Okay. What other giant match did they do? Well, Braun Strowman versus Big Show was actually pretty decent. Hell, that was actually pretty good. I take that back. So that one worked. I guess Kane versus Big Show counts. That one wasn't too bad. That was decent. But regardless, 9 times out of 10, these giant matches, they're good in terms of the spectacle of it all. It's two giants fighting. But the moment they start wrestling, it's like watching paint dry. It's horrible. I do not see Braun Strowman and Omos having a good match. I'm sorry. No. Someone asked me, what about Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman? I can see that working. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley, I can see that working. But like giants, over 7 feet tall. Braun Strowman versus Omos, no. I just don't see it working. But that's just me. Maybe I might be proven wrong. Psych. Fuck am I kidding? We all know this is gonna suck. We got Mansoor and Marseille coming out with Maxine. So as you guys know, LA Knight's no longer with the Maximum Male Models. It's now Maxine's group. Man, let me tell you something. Maxine, if anyone can carry those two, those big two entities, it will be Maxine. And she can also carry Mansoor and Mace. Moving on, we got LA Knight taking on Mansoor in a one-on-one match. It was a straight-up squash. LA Knight completely destroyed him. And he did come out to a pop. Crowd was happy to see him. Did the whole LA Knight, hit him with the finisher. That was really, really good. He looked great. What was it called again? The finisher. Was it BFT? Oh, Blunt Force Trauma. Good name. So, LA Knight then gets on the microphone afterwards. Let me talk to you. And then he says, you know what? Let me clear something up. Did y'all think I did that for y'all? He says, I don't need some swamp-dwelling incels chanting my name. And he's going to put the whole roster on notice. So the crowd starts booing him. Boo! He called us incels. Boo! Screw this guy. Boo! And then he says, from now on, they can all get their tickets punched because it's LA Knight's game. Yeah! I love it. Beautiful. Had him enter the match as a babyface and then turned heel on them immediately. I love it. Good work. 2 thumbs up. Yeah, that's definitely gonna get me excited for his promos. I think LA Knight is just an excellent heel. You could turn him babyface and he could make it work, but fuck it, make him a heel. Give him a championship while we're at it. I know. See, because there's so many great talents on the roster now, fuck. Like, LA Knight's such a good talent, you want to give him a championship, but then you think about who the IC champion is, you're like, well, shit, no. I don't want to give him that championship because Gunther is doing a good job. He is. But that's great, though. LA Knight's going to help out that mid-card division. Damage Control defeats Raquel Rodriguez, Conseco Gonzalez, Roxanne Perez, and Shotzi Blackheart. Shotzi in her big-ass tank. An actual tank, not her. Anyways, Damage Control won. Which is, again, is playing into the storyline that they've been telling us. Individually, they suck, but as a group, they're unbeatable. Damage Control has yet to lose as a group. But individually, not so much. Alright. Whatever you say. And apparently there's something going on with Roxanne and Cora Jade where they're doing pick your poison matches. Cora Jade chose this match for Saturday, and then on Tuesday, Cora Jade's gonna fight Raquel. Okay, and they have an NXT Takeover show next Saturday. Oh, cool! Y'all gonna watch that? Cause I'm not. I'm not watching it. Sorry, I have no interest. You can't make me. Okay, maybe you can make me. If someone with $25 suggests it, then I'll watch it. But that's not happening, isn't it? Damn. We got a Vikings Raider vignette. And it wasn't just the Vikings Raider. The Vikings Raider? The Vikings Raider. The Viking Raiders. It was also a female in that vignette. Most of it was all female. It was Sarah Logan. Sarah Logan is coming back. Mama Sarah is going to make her return. Don't know what the hell she's doing, but good to have her back. Just bring everybody back. Triple H just said, you know what? I'm just going to bring everybody back. Simple as that. Legado del Fantasma and Zelina Vega defeated Hit Row. Hit Row took their first loss tonight. Legado beat Top Dollar, of all people. The big man took a pinfall. Alright. I like it. Legado del Fantasma got the victory, gave Top Dollar and Hit Row their first loss. Sounds good to me. Protect them, because Legado del Fantasma probably has a lot more going for them than Hit Row. Sorry. And I love Hit Row. Oh, Lord, here we go. Sonya Deville's backstage, wearing her get-up, and then Homegirl decided to incite the name of Liv Morgan. So Liv Morgan had to pull a Will Smith, come out of nowhere and smack the shit out of her. Well, she did more than that. She actually beat her ass and then put her on the table and then climbed up podium and then jumped up that podium and crash landed on it. But same thing. That's the equivalent of a slap. Anyways, yeah, Liv Morgan came out of nowhere, beat her ass, did a crazy dive off of a podium, or probably it actually looked like a I don't even know what it was, but yeah, it was tall. How about that? And basically crushed Homegirl through a table. I think it actually was a scaffold. Was it a scaffold? Might go back and watch. It looked like a scaffold, actually. Podium, scaffold, whatever. But she jumped off of it. But after she sentoned her through a table, we see Liv cackling. Like, not like, ha, 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 he, he. More like, like Harley Quinn Joker cackling. Like, Homegirl's going crazy. Liv is not okay. Liv is not okay. I think Homegirl wants to fade away and classify herself as obsolete. Obsolete! She wants to fade away and classify herself as obsolete. Obsolete! Homegirl's going Jeff Hardy crazy. And I love it. Let's see where it goes. She's been missing an edge for a while. And I hope they go all the way with it. Like, go full Jinx with her. Full Jinx. Those of you who watch Arcade know who Jinx is. Harley Quinn, whatever. Go full Harley Quinn with her. With the makeup, her loving pain. Fuck it. What else have we got to lose here? It'd be a great way to reintroduce her. Maybe she might be a part of the Wyatt Six. I don't know. Okay. The main event before the Bray Wyatt segment was a fatal 4-way for the IC Championship. So originally it was Karrion Kross, Ricochet, Sheamus, and Solo Sikoa. But because of the accident, the vehicular manslaughter attempt at the beginning of the show, Karrion Kross was injured and could not perform. Or just not medically cleared to perform. So in his place was Rey Mysterio. So the storyline is we are moving Rey Mysterio away from Raw so he doesn't confront Dominic. So we're going to keep those two apart until WrestleMania. Good storytelling. I'm for that. That sounds awesome. Rey's not going to appear on Raw. He's going to be away from him for a couple of months while they finish their feud with Edge and whoever. I think that's great storytelling. I love that. Have them not even touch or see each other until Rumble. Rumble happens, and that's when Ray goes, fuck this shit. I'm coming to beat that ass. I love it. I love it. That's how you tell stories. Now, I need to say this. The match was great, but Ray won. Ray did this incredible move where he dropped Ricochet with this amazing, like, tilt-a-whirl tombstone. I don't even know what it's called. But he did that at Lucha Underground, by the way, which was awesome. When he was Prince Puma, Rey Mysterio versus Prince Puma did the exact same thing. It looked freaking devastating. Dropped him of his head, and then he hit him with the 619, pinned him 1, 2, 3. So, Rey Mysterio is gonna go for the IC Championship. So, you mean to tell me that Rey Mysterio traded smacking his son to getting his chest caved in by Gunther? So you would rather not breathe for 3 weeks, just have your chest caved in by Gunther, than to smack the shit out of your son? Really, Ray? Really? Dom ain't worth that. See, Ray, now now you're not gonna be able to breathe for a couple of weeks now. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, is it really worth it? I don't think it. I don't know about y'all, but I don't think it is. I don't think it's worth it. It ain't worth it to me. Yeah, I might think it's worth it, but it ain't worth it to me. I think that's a huge mistake. Why in the hell, in God's name, would you do that to yourself? Why? Like real talk. I have to question, like, you could have just smacked Dominic. He should have been smacked anyways. He ain't that valuable. He ain't. I'm just saying he's not. I would have smacked the shit out of Dominic. Now you're going to get your chest caved in. Match will be great, though. Like, real talk, it will be a great match. But there's no way in there's no way in hell Ray's going to beat Gunther. I'd be very surprised. But, I guess that's his sacrifice. He said, fuck it. I'd rather just get my chest caved in by Gunther. Craziness. That's going to be the podcast. Thank y'all for watching. Let's play these super chats, then get to the live chat. I'm curious to know what y'all have to say about the show.
Nah, come on. Come on.
I didn't see Smackdown, but from what I've heard, I'm guessing this story, or part of it, has to do with Bray Wyatt overcoming himself, or his demons.
I wouldn't say that. I think it's more of Bray Wyatt basically being Bray Wyatt, showing that he has a good and evil side, which is what he's been doing, but now he has free reign to do it. Do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, click the bell, catch all my content when it comes out. Subscribe for more, and follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of that. You can also donate. PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. Also follow me on TikTok. I have surpassed 1,000 followers on TikTok. Yeah. 1,000 followers. Yeah, I'm gonna get that over. I'm gonna get that over with LA Knight. Yeah. So yeah, follow me on TikTok because that's actually blowing up. Also follow me on Raw Cognizance. Newest episode, we're gonna do a review on She-Hulk. Yeah, She-Hulk just dropped their final episode. We're going to do a review on that, and that's going to be controversial. It's going to be fun. We're also going to talk about Adriana Chechik and the TwitchCon incident, and we're going to talk about... What was the other thing he brought up? Other stuff that we talked about. We were just kind of shooting the shit. But look for that. That's going to be fun. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for continuing to make me a part of your day. Always know that you are welcomed, and you will always be welcomed right here in Alex's World, a place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace.